Hey, this is Menfa, or as a fake, and welcome to a very weird place. What is this? Sometimes I don't know why YouTubers ask that actually, when you can just see in the description exactly what this video is about. But I don't know, maybe you can't read. If so, I feel sorry for you actually. That probably was a bit nasty of me. Sorry. Uh, but yes, this is my first successfully completed Minecraft custom map. And in case you're wondering, I'm using my second account as a just a dead controller, pretty much, just here to do some multiplayer stuff. So yeah, I actually made a custom map. I started making it when 14W30C came out, which I believe was July 23rd. I could be wrong. And I started wrapping stuff up, and it's now in a playable state as of August 29th, which that was yesterday. Well, today's actually, yesterday was the 30th because it's now 1 a.m. But yeah, just pretend that I finished it yesterday, and today is yesterday. That's weird. That doesn't even make any sense. Uh, but anyway, this map is called Capture the Banner, as you can see in the title down below. And if you don't know what Capture the Banner is referring to, it's referring to Capture the Flag, which is a common outdoors game. I'm not sure whether it's just Australian, but it's commonly played. But yeah, you play it in. I've played it a lot of times, and it's pretty fun. Pretty much, you got two teams normally, and they each got their own sides and their own flags. And the aim of one team is to go capture the flags of a flag of the other team and return back to their base and get a point. So that's the main way this works. And in normal capture the flag, there's a tag system, but here it's just kind of like we kill you. So it's that kind of stuff. Uh, Also, I want to say that in the description you'll find two links to two designs for Capture the Banner, which I found made by other people before me. One of them is more of a concept. It's just the system, but there actually is no map to go with it. It's actually an MCS schematic in the download for that video. And the other was one which I found via a Google search, and it seems like it's complete. However, I downloaded it and tried to open it, but it crashed for some reason. This world, everything to play Capture the Banner in my version is contained within this world. No plugins. You just need command blocks enabled. That's pretty much the only thing. And also hostile mob spawning off, but that should already be the case because of the game rule I set. But anyway, maybe I should get on to more interesting stuff. Uh, I was going to mention something, but nah, never mind. I'll rub it in Tavis's face later because we were supposed to be making a custom map together, and he doesn't know I was working on this, so that's pretty funny. In your face, Tav. But anyway, options. So you can see all these floating names tags that are used by, you can get them by doing invisible wither skulls sort of thing. It's a bit complicated. I'll link a video to that in the description as well. But actually, no, I won't link it to, I won't link that video in the description. I'm going to do a later video with all the technical stuff in this map, so I'll do it there. But pretty much there's a few options which are customizable. There's the team colors, the color of the teams that are playing. There's the map you play in, like the stage, I guess you could say, if you call this whole thing the map. And then there's the team selection method. So we'll go with this one first. So we have random mode and manual mode. Now random means if say we had 10 people, then it would randomly choose one person. So say it chose Searing Shot first, it would teleport them into the equip chamber, and then it would send them out into, say if he was put on Team Red, he'd be put in the red spawn. Then it would search for another random player in this area, so say me, and then it puts me in the system, and then puts me on Team Blue and teleports me off to Team Blue. Then it gets a third person, puts us on Team Red, etc., etc. It goes in a 2 cycle, and it just randomly chooses the teams using the @r player specifier thing. And manual mode is where you can choose the teams yourself. So for example, if you have like one guy who's really, really good at PvP and capturing flags and stuff, and you got 9 not so good people, then you could have like 9 versus 1. Oh, that would be so weird to see. But yes, that's possible with manual mode, and manual mode's more interesting, and I haven't tested random mode on multiplayer. I've only tested it with just one person going through the system, so I'm not sure if that works. So we'll go through manual mode, and yeah, there's a few bugs which I need to fix out. For example, I'm not going to show yellow versus purple mode in this video because that's broken, sort of. It doesn't, everything works for that except for the flag capturing system, because I did that the 29th, last night, whatever you want to say, and I only implemented it for red versus blue, so yeah, I've got to make a way to choose between that soon. I'm going to do that in the next few days or something. So did I even choose a team? No. So we'll choose red versus blue. So something which I just want to point out, with the texture saying red versus blue is selected, that's using /say. So the thing is, I'm not very good with tell raw, and I think those type of commands would work much better with tell raw. Say a red red and a blue blue, and get rid of that thing. I don't know how to get rid of it. I just don't know how to do it because tell raw is far too confusing. This is a tell raw command block. I'll show you what it looks like inside. It's a bit nasty. Yeah, I don't get it either. I downloaded that one from the internet for helping me make this map. So yeah, tell raw, if you can make a better say thing with using tell raw, then send me the command, because I have no idea how to do it myself. And then map selection. There's only one map so far. A lot of variety, I know. It's amazing. But Mayhem Mines, I'm not a very good map builder, terrain builder. So Mayhem Mines is, I mainly wanted to get the system working, but I wanted to have a map to play it with, so I made Mayhem Mines. And Mayhem Mines is pretty simple. It's mainly a cave system, which I just spawn in a massive, massive amount of stone blocks and use TNT and creative punches to make tunnels through it. And actually it looks fairly decent. But yeah, that's one thing that you guys can do to help me, is if you have a map which looks really good, then you can, if you want, you can send it to me. Like, send me a personal message on YouTube, and then have a link to a media file download or something of that map, and I can add it into this map, and you can have the option to play Mayhem Mines, or say Desperate Desert, if that's the map you submit or something, I don't know. And also I'll give you credit, so for example under Mayhem Mines it will be made by Menfa underneath, so if your name's John, then it will be Desperate Desert made by John. So yeah, that would be cool. And I think now, let's see, checklist, options, messages need improvements, more maps needed, few bugs do exist, and yes, options. Say say for example, if I were to play, I would choose that, then that, and clearly this is obviously messing up the result somehow. I've chosen them, and if you were to see all the command blocks, you could see that choosing them so close between each other can easily mess up results, and I've got some features of red versus blue and some features of yellow versus purple. Now, if that happens, then there's the easy way to fix it. You just choose, say, red versus blue, and you just choose one of them, and it will reset all the values. It's not permanently broken, just select a button, one of the two options, and it should fix everything. So that's probably it for here, I think. And when you click start, it says locked in, and all these buttons will cease to work. So that's another way you can't mess up the results. So now we should go into here. Cool. There's a few pressure plates, plate detectors from one of my previous videos, which you can find in the description. And so we got blue versus red here. Those pressure plates are going to be annoying, sorry about that. I think I'm definitely going to find an alternate to that because of the annoyance. But yeah, I decided to go with Prismarine and Never Brick because blue stained clay looks purple and I didn't want that. So yeah. So I'm going to choose to be on Team Blue this time. I'm mainly chosen Team Red. And let me go grab my laptop over here on my bed and move Steering Shot onto Team Red. And also you can see, like right there, there's a pressure plate. In case you're wondering, that actually doesn't do anything, but that's where you're supposed to stand to get teleported in the room. Also, I might remove this, but I can actually leave my team if I wanted to. So now I'm not on a team. And so I go into red. I'm on red team, and you can see I actually have a red name already, so you can see that. And I'm going to go back into Team Blue. And we go into the equip chambers, get equipped, and sent off to our spawns. Then there's a countdown, and it starts. Okay, well, that was weird. As I said, there's a few bugs with the system. I just got set into the deaf equipped area. That's weird. That's not supposed to happen at all. Yeah, it's not perfect yet. I gotta iron out the stuff, so that will be hopefully fixed in the future. So right now, here's a bit of what it looks like so far. So we'll go through, and eventually we get to the other side. Now there's the enemy flag. I'm on Team Blue. If you press tab, you can see everyone who's playing, so that's me and me. And I'm just going to bring out Steering Shot out of the spawn room. And so, as you can see here, he can either hop down from there, or there. And if you notice, with neither of them, it's possible to get back up. I don't think you can get back up here at all. Unless someone would hit you up, you might be able to, but pretty much I did that so you can't get spawn killed. So anyway, with the flag, how do you get it? So you go walk up to it, and it's gone. Light goes out, and it says I've taken the banner. And I managed to make it so that it actually displayed the right color, but that's only because I'm on Team Blue. Oh well. Also, I didn't show you, but as you can see on Steering Shot, there's colored helmets on the players, so I had a blue one on my head, and when I went to pick up the banner, it actually placed the banner on my head, so people can see now that I am carrying the red banner, and I'm a big walking target for the red team. So pretty much now I want to go return to base and take it back and capture it. But one thing which is interesting, just something you shouldn't do because it's just stupid to do this. If you get a banner and you want to take it off your head for some reason, then it will say banner returned. And pretty much, because the thing is, if I had it in the inventory, I thought there would be a potential chance for multiple captures at once and unfair results. So I decided to make it that the banner has to be in the head slot for it to work. So yeah, when the banner's removed, you get the helmet on the slot instead. So there's the blue helmet. That's what that looks like. And I can still capture again. So I take the flag, and now it's on my head, and the old banner's there, which that banner now has no value because it's not in the right slot, and I can't ever put it back up there. I don't think. Yeah, can't ever put it back up there. Okay, and if you're wondering with a timer on the side, that started at 1200 seconds. It goes down in second increments, and it translates to 20 minutes. I thought that was a good time for that, but depending on how long the games go for, it might change. So, we head over to our team's side, and we go walk up, capture it, and the banner's gone, and the helmets there, and also blue has 1 next to their score, so we captured a point just then. And as you can see in the log, it says blue team has captured the red banner and red team banner has been returned. Sometimes the second message will appear, sometimes it doesn't. It's a bit weird. I mean, I only made the system last night. Well, you know. Let's just say it was last night, because otherwise I'm going to have to say that every time. So I made it last night. It's not perfect. It was sort of rushed because I wanted to get it done by the weekend. And yeah, so that's that. Something which is a bit interesting with the loadout. So you can see I got a stone sword enchanted, a enchanted diamond axe, 2 bows, and 3 potions, and full iron armor except the helmet, which is sometimes a banner, and 4 eyes. So that's what I got. So what do each of them do? What's so special about all of them? Well, we open up the inventory and we look at the stone sword. It's got a custom name for a start. Also, it says +6 attack damage, so if we go game mode 1 for a second and get out the regular stone sword, it says +5, so it's half a heart stronger than a normal stone sword, just something I decided to do because it felt a bit weak. So yeah, there's that. Also, when you're not holding it, this is how fast you run, and when you're holding it, you're running this fast. So it does give you a 20% speed buff, as it says, so that's pretty cool. And next item is the frozen battle axe. Yeah, my words. It's there's a diamond sword. It does +7, so that's 8 damage because you've also got 1 from your for when you punch, so it's actually 8. And this is actually 14, so it does 7 hearts of damage to an unarmored player, and it's pretty powerful, but when you hold it you get a 30% speed reduction, so it makes you a bit slow. So this is more for people defending. Yeah, I'm going to switch game modes now. That's not supposed to happen. So this is more for people defending, and this is more for people trying to capture. And if you're capturing, you don't want to hit too many times with this, otherwise it will break. That's why it's got durability loss. Also, just in case you wondered whether it was just me, but you can't take your own banner, so there's that. Then we move on to the bows. So we got the Stinger, which is just the power 2 Infinity 1 bow. Cool. I might turn the volume back up. Cool. So it's just a regular bow, nothing too special about it. Then we have the Dragon's Breath, which is a reference to the Black Ops 1 campaign's Spaz 12 with Incendiary rounds. That was a fun mission. A bit weird, but somewhat fun. And it has power 3 punch to flame 1, and it has 3 uses. So pretty much it's not designed to be overused. So with this bow, it's pretty powerful. I might even kill Series Shot in this hit. No, he's regenerated a bit of health. So 2, and I killed him. And he's going to go through a death respawn system, which I'll show you in a bit. I'll just bring him out again, just cause. Move. There we go. So there he is again. And on the third shot, this will break. So that's how that works. For potions, we have Strong Medicine, and that has Instant Health 2, Nausea 10, and Blindness 10. Well, 10 seconds of nausea and blindness. And I might put slowness on here, I'm not sure. So these 3 are all custom potions. Pretty much you just drink this, and it will heal you, and yeah, you get those potion effects. So I thought that was a good balance to it, because I don't want the potions to be too overpowered. This is like if you're getting hurt and you run around a corner, you just drink this to get back up a bit, but you might be vulnerable for a few seconds, so there's that. Then there's also Stamina Up, which gives you speed for 10 seconds and weakness 2 for 10 seconds. So it actually is weakness 2, I thought it wasn't. But yeah, you drink this, And if you're capturing a flag, then this is pretty cool because you can go pretty fast and, well, only for 10 seconds, but still, it's pretty fast. And when you're doing it, you can't really hit that hard, so you got to use it wisely. You don't want to use it at the wrong time. And then there's the other potion. I was going to say fourth, but it's third. It's Last Stand, and we'll just look at this. It's a bit complicated. Pretty much, you drink it, your hearts get taken down to 2. You're actually immortal because of resistance, but when that wears out, you die. So the resistance lasts for 4 seconds. 4 seconds of immortality, pretty much. And then when you click respawn, you go through the death system, which is what we went through at the beginning for some reason. I have to check the footage to see what happened with that. So I think that's how those things work. Okay, so I think I'll show you the death system. Not the death system, the end game system. What am I talking about? And it's about that's what happens when you die with a banner, in case you're wondering. Same sort of thing as when you remove it from your head. So, the seconds are counting down, there's only like 25 seconds left. Just run around. Might show you a few places around in that time. Not going to say too much though, don't want to show everything. So there's some lava down there, which is pretty cool. There's also some caution stuff here. Gotta be careful with that. Might remove that iron trapdoor because that's hard to get past. Anyway, game over. 1, and that's the placeholder. And then on the right you can see the kills. 2, and then there's the deaths on the right. 3, and there's player captures. So I captured 3, and Screenshot captured none. And then it sends everyone back. And in case you were wondering, it was giving us all resistance fire, so we couldn't actually kill each other during that time. The capture systems turn off, so that means the scores can't be messed up. I think there is some stuff in the end game which I need to fix, like the 1, 2, 3 template needs to be fixed with titles. I'll get around to that in the time in between now and the next video on this. But yes, contribution on this, like I said, with the maps. If you can, then that... I just realized something. For some reason I still got my stuff, but Searing Shot doesn't. I have to look into that. That's weird. I wasn't supposed to keep my stuff. But yeah, there's bugs. There's a lot of bugs in here still, which I will iron out hopefully by next time. But yes, maps. Maps is definitely going to be helpful for variety. Not essential, but it would be really cool if that would happen, and I'll give you credit in it. And if you're wondering about the release of this map, the world download, as you can see, there's been no reference to it in the description, and that's because it's not going to be coming out in this episode, in this video, because as you can see, there's too many bugs. I mean, in other playthroughs, it's been much better than this one. This is a more buggy playthrough, but yeah, hopefully by next week I'll have the first proper game with me and some friends. And so in that video, either in that video or a video 1 or 2 days later, I'm going to do a release on a release with a world download on it, a link to that. So that will be cool. And it will, in that video I'll just mention more stuff you need, like for example, this map is in 1.3 beta, for example. No, 1.3 beta, what? 1.3 beta? What? That's the game, that's the version I started playing in. 1.8 pre-release free, that's the version which this is currently running on, so you would need probably that or higher when doing that, but I'll address those things in that video. But anyway, that's going to be it for the rest of this video, and I will hopefully see you in a week's time for the first playthrough. Bye.